Get him in! Get him in! Get him in!
Right, welcome to my latest vlog. Today is a day I've been waiting for the last 4 years, and it's a return to Rainbow. Meant to be at Rainbow 2 years ago, but unfortunately due to a family bereavement I couldn't make it. And to be honest, this trip didn't look like it was going ahead. There's a long story behind it. The journey here, I'm currently sat in a hotel in Bordeaux, just spending the night, but the journey here hasn't quite been plain sailing, but I will talk about that during the week. But yeah, this is the start of my week at Rainbow in Pt1. Take the first walk down into Pt1. Quite fortunate, we're the first anglers that have been in this swim for months due to water levels. Wow. Yeah. So all of this water here, this is all the left hand side of the swim as such. Yeah. Daniel's going to be fishing, or Jack, as you will hear me call him during the week. Oh. The terrain is a bit, you're definitely not carrying stuff around here in numbers. So we use a boat to get stuff down here. Again, it's going to be entertaining, but we'll give it a go. And we have been told, no, I'm not going to say all of the stocks in this water, but yeah, there's a few fish, obviously, if it hasn't been fished. There's quite a lot of fish in and around here. Wow. Can't believe we're actually here. So as I was saying in my introduction, it's been a long journey getting here, not just time, but on the way here, I ended up having a blowout on my van. It's an hour away from Bordeaux, which obviously scampered things a little bit, but we got here, the main thing. So yeah, I've got two big platforms. This one here, so Dan's going to be setting up, and then I'm going to be on the end, over yonder. Oh yeah, that's that bit of fly that Mozza was talking about. I'll tell you one thing, that's probably the footprint of my Oz tent. My ridge monkey. But yeah. So yeah, so we've got all of this water up to the islands over there, and all that water there is mine. Down, that's the island swim over there. So yeah, looking forward to this. Anyway, it's going to be a long day getting everything set up. So I will update you a little bit later. You ready for this, boy?
Do it, man.
Let's do this. The first load in the swim. Now, it's going to go back and load up with even more stuff. I managed to get the bivvy up. See? And then yeah, so now I'm going to go back, get some more stuff, and yeah, get the rest of it sorted. Get some water. I've got sun cream on before the wife starts running. Anyway, I'll catch up with you in a little while. Okay, so here we go, maiden voyage. Got the house up, rods are sort of ready to go, and now it's just a case of having a bit of a mooch around and seeing what we can see. Got a couple of ideas of areas that I would like to investigate, but yeah, the proof is in the pudding, as they say. So I'm just going to poodle out. I'm going to have a look at this little cigar island here first. This is always a reasonable one. So yeah, got the echo going. Sort of showing the depth of water there. Not a great deal. They could be fish. Well, it's a bloody big fish if it is. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a long-winded thing, so I'll try and show you where I'm putting the rods as and when I find spots for them, said rods. Right, cool, I'll keep you posted. Alright, so I've found a couple of spots so far. To be honest, there's thousands of spots out here, but a couple of obvious ones. So I've got this one here, where my H block is. It's around the side of this island. Just the other side of this island is the island, is in the swim. I'm not going to go too close to the snag, but yeah, quite a nice area around here. So I'm just putting out probably about a kilo, maybe 2 kilo of sweet amino boilies in 18mm around this area. So the intention is we're just going to get our sort of areas sorted as such, and then just go up to back up to the lodge, get some food in the freezer, get some water, and yeah, then come back and get the rods out. The time is getting on. It's now it's gone 5 o'clock now. So yeah, there's base camp right over yonder. We've got H block off that island, it's just in a little channel. But I'm going to put a few H blocks around. I've got quite a few with me, and not necessarily sort of fish them, but have them teed up for maybe later in the week. But yeah, so I'm going into the bay now. I'm not going to go too far back because I don't want to really stop them. I don't want to push them too far out because they can get out around the back there. So yeah, I'm just going to have a poodle around this area. So I'm not going to go too far back there. I'm going to have a look at this island area around here. And yeah, maybe get some markers out there as well. But yeah, it's exciting. Oh, I love this place. It's just buzz. Anyway, I'll see what I can see when I get over here and let you know. Right, well, that's 4 areas, plus a couple more in the bank. So I'm heading back now to the swim. But what I've got, there's a H block in that channel there. I've got a H block over on that snag. There's another H block down the side of this island, and then the other one is just off this island here, so relatively close to where I am. We've got some nice channels through here. Look on the echo, short 10 foot here. And on the side scanning bit, you can see all these sort of where the mounds are to the left of the boat. Yeah, look. So I actually grounded myself out there at one point. Oh, done it again. I just come from nowhere. Oh. Crazy. Didn't even know that was there, and that just come up to about 2 foot. Mental. Okay, so that's 2 rods done, and Jack is just going to put his 2 out now. Well, he's done 1. He's just going to have to do his 2nd now. So his first rod he's put out, which is his left down rod. That's just over yonder. See his float. And then this one, I believe, is going behind these dot islands here. And then he's got a H block out behind this island here, and then another one out there, which is where he's going to be fishing. So yeah, it's all a bit rushed, to be honest, but because we're super keen and these sort of trips don't come about very often, we sort of want to get the rods in the water rather rapidly. But no, so we've managed to get sort of set up. We're going to put the cook tent up in a little while. And then I've got a fridge and the power bank, and then the solar panels. They can then go up. Solar panels charge the power bank charges the fridge, which is nice. Thank you, Adam, for letting me borrow that. Yeah, so I've got 2 rods out now. One just off this island here, and then the one down on the snag. Well, it's not on the snag actually, it's about 3 rod lengths this way, but across the water it looks quite like it's close. And then the next 2, you might be able to, I don't know, it's a long way off, but H blocks out there, probably about 150-200 yards out. And then my left down rod is going down the channel. Well, it's not actually going down the channel, it's just on the mouth of the channel there. I'll say these are all bits of water that haven't been fished for months, not sort of effectively, and I'm not claiming that I'm going to be fishing them effectively, but the fact that we can get our lines sort of directly to the fish. The lads in the island swim, they were pulling rods around the back and sort of fishing in 21's water while 21 was shut, and also Pt1, which is through the gap over there. They were fishing in and around here, and I believe Pt1 were also pulling rods, not massively into here because obviously it becomes dangerous, but yeah, so don't blame it to a certain extent. I'd probably do the same myself. Well, yeah, so that's where we're at. It's now, bloody hell, it's 20 to 9. Jeez, this day's gone so quick. We haven't had anything to eat yet, apart from breakfast this morning. So, yeah, I think we're doing a curry tonight, I think. So, get that down our necks a little bit later, and all will be good in the world. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to show you the inside of my bivvy because there's rubbish everywhere. Oh, mate, it's amazing being back here. What a place. And I think we're going to be given a beautiful sunset as well. I know that's going to be bright on the camera, but it's amazing. Pt1 over there. 19 is empty at the moment, so like the royal box area, all of that's not being fished. Mozza is around the corner in 18. Paul is in 17. Some Spanish lads in, well, sorry, a Spanish lad and his family are in 16. 14, I'm not sure if anybody's in there, but 14 apparently last week fished really well. And the bloke was only fishing short, literally like under his rod tips. And from what Pascal was saying, and Max was saying, last year he did exactly the same. Rather than going really long, literally just rod lines, like slack lining off the end of his rod tips. And I think he had at least one fish over 60 kilos. So yeah, not bad going, I guess. But yeah, so that's where we are. It's Saturday evening, early days, but exciting times. Morning. Nothing to report. Quiet night. But my God, this morning it's been like, honestly, it's been like a dolphin show. Mainly in Jack's water, which all the way, sort of all round here. Lots of fish showing at the back there, behind where his flow is. We even had one show just down this channel here, and that was a big fish. But yeah, literally all morning. Starting to see a few now down the back. Didn't see anything there, sort of like first light. But yeah, one or two showing now. And my second to left rod, I had one show just behind the float, which is pretty much obviously where the bait is, and over there where my left hand rod is, down one channel, the next channel along, they seem to be showing a lot in there. But yeah, the trouble is you need about 400 rods in this swim to cover everything. But yeah, I think the plan today, I know ideally we want to be leaving rods in situ, but with the issues that we've got in here at the moment with like the crayfish, I don't know whether I've got hook baits on. So I'm sort of fishing in 7 to 10 foot of water, so I'm hoping it won't be so bad. But yeah, just for peace of mind, I'm going to lift them today just to have a look. Now I've got that shrink wrap stuff that you can put around your baits, which I will put on if they are being done. But ideally I don't want to. I much prefer to fish them natural. But yeah, this place is just mind-blowing. Trying to sleep last night was pretty much non-existent. Jack didn't finish getting his rods sorted until probably about 10:30. It was pitch black by then. We cooked dinner, and we had a curry at 11 o'clock last night, and it was like, eat and go to bed. Long day yesterday. Oh, there's one there. Yeah, they're everywhere. So yeah, so that's where we're at. No fish to report as yet, but plenty in the area. Like I say, especially more so on this left hand side. I'm guessing it's an area that's obviously been left alone for months now. Yeah, I've just seen another one right down the back in the snags, and I haven't put anything down there. I didn't want to go sort of spooking them out. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. And if that happens, I will of course let you know.
Yes, boy. Well done.
Alright, there you go. Well, first blood. What did you say, 40? Well, 42.5 with the sling. Yeah. So, excellent, mate, well done.
First of many, hopefully.
Yeah, that's a rod you were going to reel in and put somewhere else.
Always the way, have a sleep instead and think about it. Eh?
Excellent, well done, buddy.
Cheers, man.
Well, great result for Jack. Yeah, so about 39 and a half pound once we zeroed it to the sling. Sling's about £3. So yeah, less than 24 hours and we've had a bite. So the amount of fish that were in the area this morning, okay, we haven't seen any shows for a few hours now, but there was plenty of fish. The website called that, isn't it? Anyway, so what have I done? I've redone my close-in rod that's against the island. Like I said this morning, all the fish that I've seen in my water were long. So I've gone not right down the end of the channel because it's, or the swim, purely because of how snaggy it is down there. But I've come away, it's relatively nice and soft. I've got a little camera thing, I've put that down there. A bit of sort of stodgy stuff on the bottom, but it's quite firm. Close enough to where the fish was showing, but not too close that it may cause problems if I, well, hopefully shouldn't cause any problems if I'm lucky enough to hook one. So yeah, Jack's just gone round to see Pascal and or Max. Unfortunately, the spreader block on the unhooking mat popped out of the landing net handle when he landed that fish. Sorry, yeah, when he landed that fish. So he's just gone round to sort of get a replacement. Trouble is with these nets, they're in the sun all the time, they're in the elements all the time, and at times plastic does become a bit brittle. It's one of those things, it happens. So yeah, and then he's coming back with some food, because we were both meant to be, well, we were going to have dinner about 2 hours ago, but both of us had a bit of a, a siesta. So yeah, food was put on the back burner, but yeah, he's going to come back with some bits, and then we can have a light afternoon sausage roll, or sausages in a roll, sausages in a baguette. But it's hot today, and it's set to get hotter as well. While we're out in this swim, there isn't any shade. Now, obviously I've got my ridge monkey there, which gives you shade, but obviously it does get warm. I've got a big fan in there at the moment, which it is working. It's keeping me nice and cool, hence the reason I've managed to fall asleep for a couple of hours or so, well, an hour this afternoon. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Once Jack gets back, I'm going to be cooking dinner. He's going to get his rod back out, and then I will be doing my second to left hand rod. Don't know what's going on with that. The line just keeps falling slack. Whether I've been snatched by a bream and the lead's come off, I don't know, but I must have pulled in about 10 yards of line, and then I sort of catch up with a bit of tension and the bobbin holds for a little while, but I'm not happy with it, so I'm going to go and redo that. Right hand rod I've redone, purely because amateur. I tied up a couple of new rigs ready to put out. Put a couple of these big wafters on. I've got these 24mm wafters which I'd put on that rod yesterday, and I thought I'd test it in the margins, and it float. So I've got a double 24mm pop up, 8 inches off the lead, 12 inches off the lead, whatever it was. Yeah, not ideal. So I've redone that one. But anyway, waffling on, I'll catch up with you a bit later. That's another day drawing to a close. Yeah, other than Jack's fish earlier, not a lot has occurred. In fact, nothing's occurred. I went back out and redid my second to left hand rod, and yeah, the 12 ounce lead had gone. I don't know if I've been done or what, but by the sound of it, it's fishing really hard all around the lake. Peg 1 and 2, they had one this morning. Nothing for the island yet that we know of. Mozza and Paul, I think Mozza lost one today, and Paul had, well, he's had another 60. He's doing all right in 17. He seems to be picking up a fish. Well, since we've been here, picking up a fish most days. I'm not sure about the rest of the lake. I'm sort of happy with my rods now, for now. The only one I'm going to possibly move is my left hand rod. That's been out since when we got here yesterday. I haven't touched that rod. The next channel down was where we saw a load of fish this morning. So if that happens again tomorrow morning, then I'll shift a rod round that way. But as is at the moment, that rod I'm quite happy with. Did something a little bit different with that one as well. Right, wrong or indifferent, but yeah, stuck a load of 10 millers around it. I've got like, I think I've got about 40 kilo of 10 mil boilies with me of various flavours. I've got 30 kilo of the relish, some ocean amino and some sweet amino. It's one of those, is it a good thing to do and put a load of something a bit different that fish haven't seen possibly for a long time, or is that just going to entice the bream? Don't know, but I'll think about that tomorrow. But another area I am going to bait though, it's just down here off this point. The boat channel was round there. It's where you load the boats up to get round into the swim and for the island. But yesterday morning, twice today, so yesterday morning, this morning, early hours, through to light, off this point, must have been 4 or 5 shows during the day, so another 1 or 2. So yeah, I think I'm going to put bait on there and sort of just leave it, bait it and see what happens. But yeah, that's about it then for this evening. It's just coming up for about 8:30, 8:45, I think. We're going to sit and enjoy another beautiful rainbow sunset, as you're always treated to here, and yeah, just see what the night brings. Early days still, it's early days, but could do with a bite. Good morning. Quiet night, but I actually caught up on my sleep last night, which was a godsend. I needed it. I actually feel a bit normal today. The last couple of days it's just been, yeah, it's been a bit weird, but yeah, nothing else to report. Like I say, it just seems like the lake's really quiet. I haven't seen anything out. The lads in 1 and 2, didn't see them going out this morning. Jack had a bream earlier. Nowhere near as many shows this morning as what we saw yesterday. Yesterday it was just one after the other yesterday. Whether that's a good thing, the fact that they're not performing now, they're looking for food, hopefully. But yeah, all quiet. I've got to redo this second to left hand rod again. I don't know what it is. It's just gone slack again. I'm not using a running setup on there, and putting the lead in. It's like the fox leg clips. The lead doesn't feel like it's locking in place properly. It's still like tight, but not like it should be. Obviously using little PVA ties to go through it when I'm placing it, but say yesterday the big lead had gone, and I've got a funny feeling that's happened again. So I'm just going to change that clip. The left arm rod, which is over there, the other side of the ducks, that's been out since the first day we got here. Obviously nothing's occurred there. I've seen a few fish in the channel behind that one, so I'm going to investigate that. Sunday I sort of rushed to get that rod out, and I only went in just into the mouth of that channel where it is now. I never looked further, so I'm going to do a bit of investigating on that one. And then round the corner here again, been fish showing just down here, so I'm going to put some bait in there. It's some fizzing coming up there now. Yeah, I'm going to put some bait in and see how that goes. That's my plan for the day. Yeah, looks fizzing. It's alright going up 300 metres, but when they're only 20 yards out, you can see with this rod, I ain't got much line left on the reel. You can actually see the spool. And I know with that 0.40 braid that I'm using, I get about 300 yards, 280 metres, maybe a little bit more, and that's pretty much empty, so I can't go too much further. But yeah, bit not frustrating, it's rainbow at the end of the day. I just think we because this swim hadn't been fished for so long, and everyone's saying, "Oh, you guys are going to smash it," because it hasn't. You know, the fish are stacked up in here, all of this sort of stuff, and because it's not as prolific as we hoped it was. There's a little bit of like, am I doing something wrong? I don't think we are. The whole lake really is fishing rubbish. I think to my knowledge, obviously I don't know what's going around the rest of the lake, but Paul Hudson is 17. I know he's sort of ticking off a few, you know, steadily catching, but you know, again, not setting the world on fire by all accounts. And they're into their second week in there now, 17 and 18, and yeah, it's been a bit of a grueler by all accounts. But the week is still young, it's only Monday, so we'll have to play it by ear and see what happens. But yeah, rod wise today, like I say, I've got to redo this bloody second to left rod, change the leg clip, set up all the run rig thingy on that, and then go and investigate that left hand area. All part of the fun, I guess. Oh yeah, another bonus, I don't know if I explained, but I had on the way here, on the way to Bordeaux, about an hour away from the hotel, sat in the outside lane of the motorway, 83 mile an hour, and I have a blowout on the rear driver's side tyre. Managed to get over to the side of the road. Because of the weight of the gear inside, couldn't jack the vehicle up. We were on a camber, the slope down, so I had to sort of drive on a flat, get off at the next junction, strip the van, jack the vehicle up, change the wheel. Fortunately there was a tyre place just up the road, went to that, wasted about an hour there for them to say, "Oh, we've got the tyres in stock but we can't do it until tomorrow morning." No good for us. So we've come here with the intention of getting it sorted during the week, and Max has just been round to bring the croissants and baguette round, and happened to catch hold of him, and yeah, he's taking the wheel away to get fixed for me, so one less thing I need to worry about. So yeah, but yeah, it's been a journey getting here, that's for certain. Alright, so I've just redone my second to right hand rod. The lead had come off it. Don't know what's going on with that. Like I say, the clip itself felt a little bit loose on there, but don't know what was causing them to come off. But anyway, I've changed that one over just for a lead clip setup, and I've got that. You can see my float. Well, you might not be able to. That basically the first channel. I'm sort of behind that snag that overhangs, and then up to a hook on the island, and then back here. It's quite nice there. It's about 6 foot and clear. You know, you're far enough away from the snag that the fish hopefully shouldn't get into it, although it looked relatively clean underneath. Got my little camera out, and that looked fine. So yeah, them two rods are done. These two are staying where they are. The only issue I've got with this right hand rod is the float has slid up the line, but it's still out there and fishing, so I'm not overly fussed about it. Yeah, so now it's time to have some dinner, I think, and a beer, and sit and chill today, because it's red hot today already. So yeah, so that's where we are. All 4 rods are out fishing, and for once I'm sort of happy. Good morning. Tuesday morning. It's amazing how you get confused with dates. Yeah, Tuesday morning, and I'm off the mark. I had one on my long rod sort of straight out in front of me this morning about 3 o'clock. Only a small one, but gets the heart racing, and it got in a snag. It's just a little branch on the bottom. Doesn't pick up on the echo sound, and never found it at the donking rod. So I ended up having to sort of basically reel my line in through the eyes of the rod, and actually use the rod pretty much as a disgorger. But yeah, fortunately managed to get it off and get the fish in the net. It was only like I say, only a small one, probably 10 pound. There's a little sort of video bit here. Yeah, we go, mate. the same. Long rod, down against the snags. A little common. Thank you very much.
Very lively. Well done, mate.
I was going to unhook it and put it back while I was up there, but the bloody thing is, I don't know, he was obviously hungry because it hooked right back, and I couldn't get the hook out while I was out there, so I redid the rod and just brought the fish back and unhooked it, slipped it back. So, and I woke up this morning and I'm looking where my float is, and it's pretty much about bang on where it should be, because at night time it's it's a little bit different up there. I actually when I'd finished sort of sorting the rig out ready to place it up there, I'm looking around and it's totally alien at night time. I'm thinking, have I drifted off? I couldn't quite work out where I was and where my bearings were, but yeah, unfortunately sort of sussed out where I am, put the rod back out, and like I say, this morning it looks about where it was yesterday. So yeah, I'm off the mark. Could do one 10 times the size of that, but it's just fishing hard everywhere. Mozza again, he's in 17. I think he had a grass carp yesterday, nothing overnight. The island, he had one yesterday, he had a mid 40 yesterday, Colin. My mate Jack, he had a bream again early hours of this morning. He's got the bloody ducks diving on his spot again now, so I think he's going to move that rod. That rod seems to be in an area where they're nesting as such. So yeah, I think he's going to shift that one. But no, I actually feel like I'm fishing now. The rod I had the fish on was one that I was going to look at sort of redoing today anyway, because it would have been 48 hours. And I am a bit concerned, obviously, with the whole sort of crayfish situation. If I've got any baits left on the hook that touch wood at the moment, it seems to be all okay. So yeah, so there's my view. I'm sitting in the bivvy at the moment. Got this nice breeze coming through. This morning it went over all dark, some big clouds came over, thought it was going to chuck it down with rain, but it passed with no dramas. Yeah, it's meant to be another sort of warm day today. It was ridiculously hot yesterday. Yeah, I didn't do anything late last night on video, but there was nothing to talk about. You can only say you're blanking a certain amount of times, can't you? Yeah, it starts sort of getting to you. But no, it's Tuesday, and we've both had one each, which, you know, we're both really happy about. We just, considering how the lake's fishing, we're happy. Dan went round yesterday was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday he went round just to go and get some bits out of the freezer, and he spoke to all the guys around. So there's no one in 5, 6 hadn't caught anything, 7, 8, 9 hadn't. We believe they might be here on their second week. 11's empty, 12 they had a little 12-pounder, 14's empty, 16 nothing, 17, 18 obviously with Paul and Mozza. Paul sort of still nicking 1, maybe 2 a day. Lee's really struggling. The island's had 1, so what's that, total of 5 fish? Maybe have a couple more with Paul's since Saturday. Yeah, so we can't all be doing it wrong. You know, I'm in areas now. Paul Hudson kindly sort of put me on a few areas which should do bites. And funny enough, the rod I had a bite on isn't one of the areas he gave me, so I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. Yeah, so anyway, waffling as per normal.
I'm just going to sit here and contemplate life choices, and yeah, hopefully get back to you at some point with another fish. I just thought while it's quiet, I've just gone and I've just tied up a load of sort of hook baits so they're ready to go. Oh, dear me, because I've got basically like slip D rigs out there with 60-pound Raptor size 2 hooks, I think I've got on there. So the fish like multi-rig style. I'll stick a picture up here now. So yeah, I've got the baits, already put them on the swivels. That's basically what I caught on yesterday. Sweet amino bottom bait with a Stella Yellow pop-up. Got some of them. I've got one with crystal white, well you can see various ones, and then I've got some bigger wafters, double wafters and single wafters, yellow ones, and sort of oh, sweet amino. So then hopefully when I'm out there and I've had fish and I want to redo my rod, I can just re-drop it, change it all while I'm out there, which I did last night with that fish. But yeah, sun's back out again now. It's gonna be a warm one, nice breeze on the water today. Colin on the island, I've just seen him, he's just had one. I think he's just redoing his rod now. Don't think it's very big, because I don't think he's, I think he just slipped it back. But yeah, just today's the day, just sitting and waiting. I'm happy with everything now. Just keep our fingers crossed something occurs. Right, afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, just after lunch, which was lovely. I had sausage and bacon in a baguette. Yeah, I had an occurrence on my right hand rod down the length of the island over yonder. Yeah, I sat here, the rod's just hooped over, sprung back, line all went slack, reeled everything in, no leads attached, and no fish on the end. So God knows what happened there, but yeah, it like hooped over as if it was a proper bite. So I've just been out and redone that one. We saw a fish just out here earlier today. We've been hearing them, excuse the wind if it's windy, sort of along this bar. I've been catapulting buoys a lot around here, but I've saw one show just out here earlier, so I may look at putting a rod there at some point. I'm going to go out and have a look around, stick a marker down there and keep a bit of bait going in on it, I suppose, and then just see what occurs. If you see any more on there, then I'll probably pull my second to left down rod, which is over in the snags, over to there. But yeah, still difficult around the lake, still not a lot happening anywhere. So Dan's just redoing his rod. The one he had over there is just getting done by the ducks all the time. Every time he goes out to it, they follow him out. They're all in the woodwork, the ducks are. They come out, start diving on it, go away for a bit, come back, dive on it again, pick up his hook bait. And that's like twice a day since we got here. So he's yeah, he's just moved that to a new location, and I think in a little bit of deeper water. Yeah, but not much else we can do. We're doing our best. Nothing's really happening. Ian on the island had one earlier. Colin had another one. So they've had 3 between them. Modder still hasn't had anything recently. I hadn't heard whether Paul has, but yeah, don't know. The fact that we've got 4 swims empty around the lake doesn't help matters either, I suppose. Maybe in all of that water, I guess, but as it is at the moment, we're just going to carry on doing what we're doing. I'm happy with the areas I'm fishing at the moment. Yeah, just give it time and see what happens. Well, just had one, only another small common, so I just unhooked it and put it back. It's rather windy out there now, so I thought I'd film in here so I'm out of the wind, but yeah, there's a bit of a chop on the water, and these boats in 21 are the large type, so they do take a bit of handling, that's for certain. Done a few pirouettes on my way out there, but yeah, managed to get it in. Probably I don't know, a scraper 20, long, lean, male looking common. But yeah, it's good fun. Like I say, it's the one that's sort of down the channel, one you saw me putting out the other day. So yeah, pleased that's gone, and it was a proper sort of rainbow bite as well. Rod's just sort of banging this hooked over. The fish can't go anywhere. And yeah, made my way out to it. It's gone under a log. Fortunately, it was it'd been cut. It had already been cut off, as in the log had been cut through. It just gone underneath that. Pulled it around the other side. It's nice and clear in the area that I'm fishing, and yeah, went in the net first time of asking. But yeah, I noted it and put it back there. So yeah, pleased. That's sort of 3 occurrences now in what, 12 hours, 13. Yeah, about 13 hours. So yeah, I'm happy with the way that's looking. So fingers crossed, long way to continue. So Jack's just gone off to go and have a shower. Yeah, and then once he's back, we're gonna have something to eat, and hopefully just press repeat of what happened last night. Be nice for Jack to have another one now. Well, nice for everyone to have it, but it's just slow everywhere at the moment. Very slow. Oh, fuck off, you cunt. Oh. Hang on a minute. Grab that.
I'll pass it over to you.
Don't pull it, don't pull it.
No, I'm just tightening up the slack.
Ah, yeah. You can see it. Right. Really, yeah, I hope. I actually see the float moving now. Yeah, so second to left rod. Actually moved one of my rods. So it's down there in a snag, the way that's bubbling.